Good morning, Wednesday, September 13th, CPI day. Got my son in the background here. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Okay, CPI came in a little bit hot. I think the headline and even the core I missed by 0.1%. So that's definitely a concern. I see the markets are basically flat right now, but I'm still concerned longer term. I'm going to hold on to some hedge we have. Okay, so that's that. Let's leave it at that. Okay. As far as let me just look at TLT though. Let's see how TLT. That's a smarter market. Let's see what TLT is doing as far as interest rates go. Bonds are hard to say. Okay, hard to say. In any case, I'm still concerned. All right, so I'm going to keep some of that hedge I got in our account. So let's go to stocks for the day that could outperform, although today's a trickier day because I'm not convinced that this flat market we're having here will hold throughout the day. We'll have to see what transpires in the next day or so, but I have a little bit of concern. Okay, but so I'm going to maybe take it a little more cautious today. But as far as the top picks go, number one today is going to be Mobileye. Mobileye got a big initiation today, buy rating from UBS, $48 price target, which is obviously substantially higher than where it is. And in the past, Mobileye has reacted very good to analysts' price target increases or price initiations. At the same time, by the way, UBS came out and they covered Rivian and Tesla with neutral ratings on Rivian and Tesla. So Mobileye standing out for them with a big price target. So let's see. We're at 35-ish, 35 to 35. If the markets cooperate, if we don't crash, if markets are stable like it is now, stable to up, then I wouldn't be surprised to see this challenge about, let's see, the target would be about $38, right at the top of these candles, 37.50. 37.50, I think, is in play, and I'm taking that from experience in the past. I don't know exactly which candles. This is what Story Trading app's about. We got to get more users on the app putting data in, but you'll be able to see different events and how it impacted the stock. A lot of these spike ups, from my recollection, were because of analyst price target increases. So Mobileye, top pick of the day. Assure Software, I like this very much, but I'm not going to be buying it here in the pre-market. It's 11.45 by 13. They had good earnings report. They did a surprise offering. Didn't they have a good news a few weeks ago? What was that? Now I forgot what it was, but I'll have to check in a second. But now they said they've taken 75% of the proceeds from the offering and paid down their debt. So now they have no debt. Okay, let me just check. And there you go. Assure announces debt pay down. And there was another catalyst. Okay, it was this. Stifel announcing a $15 price target. Didn't react to that the other day. I think it did in the morning, but then it went down. Okay, so now we're getting like, if you add up all the good stuff versus the bad stuff, right? Good earnings, Stifel $15, pay off their debt, all good. The bad thing was the one offering that caused the price to gap down. Another potentially bad thing is concern about recession or macroeconomics. But at this point, I think it's just it's enough good catalyst that it's worth the risk. Let's put it to me. It's worth the risk. And initial target would be up there at like 12.10 or so for today. So you can't really buy it in pre-market. If I can get this at 11.50, 11.60, I think that'll be good. And if by some chance it breaks 12, you can make it maybe all the way to 12.79 at the next moving average. 12.50, there's some resistance first, and then 12.79. But the low-hanging fruit, in again, a stable to up market, not in a crashing market, the low-hanging fruit would be a move to $12 on Assure. Okay. Sigma Lithium. I don't know this company well. It was on my watch list for some reason. Probably Tony told me about it because he loves his lithium stocks. So SGML, nice announcement this morning, up 13%. Board of directors received proposals for Sigma Lithium and Sigma Brazil from leading global companies. That's a great PR. I don't know how to value it fundamentally. You can see the market likes it. So on news like that, because it sounds like M&A possibilities or selling some assets, things like that, I'm interested in this if we get a pullback. Okay, we got a pullback to 34, which was right above that high from the other day, like 33.60, 33.75. So that's my buy point. If it gets there today, I'm interested in Sigma Lithium at like 33.75 to the low of pre-market $34. If I miss it, I miss it. Okay, so that's Sigma Lithium. I'm shorting American Airlines. Okay, and also because we have a nice long portfolio, so I wanted more hedge this morning ahead of CPI, and I saw this come out. I just shorted it when it came out. We're probably even down a couple cents on it, maybe. So in any case, American Airlines, look at this. They slashed their guidance big time on pilot contracts, pilots getting paid more, and fuel expense. Let's see how much they cut it by. It's huge. Okay, the carrier now expects adjusted earnings per share. Is this for the quarter or for the year? You can see they're slashing it. It must be for the quarter, from 90 cents at the midpoint to 25 cents at the midpoint. That's the current quarter. Okay. 90 cents to 25 cents. That is huge. Wow. I mean, what was the PE on this before? 3.72. Now, all of a sudden, if you annualize that, your PE is jumping to 14. So, it just got over 3 times more expensive, just like that. All right. So, in any case, I'm shorting American Airlines. I have too many long positions, to be honest with you. So that's part of the reason I just wanted to add to my short this morning until the volatility of the markets play out this morning, and maybe going to kind of rebalance our portfolio a little bit this morning because quite honestly, we have too much Tesla. All right, Tesla was not even a top pick, was not on our show at all yesterday, but we held on too much from the day before because we made so much money on it the day before, and it just kind of affected our psychology. I think we shouldn't have really been playing it too much yesterday, but because we made so much money on it on Monday, we stuck with it. But I think I'm glad to see Tesla flat because I do want to reduce my Tesla in the morning so I can focus on some of these other picks. Okay, so that's that. Then again, did I tell you watch Palantir? Watch Palantir. We had a big AI event tomorrow. I can easily see us again testing the 50 DMA tomorrow when the good AI news comes out. Okay, that's going to be 30 different companies showcasing how they use Palantir's AI software. So don't want to chase it because, again, I am skeptical about this market reaction pre-market, and I'm worried about a crash during the day at some point. But if we're stable today, if we move to the 20 DMA, even on Palantir, get a little support, I would pick this up if we're not like completely crashing, if the world's not ending. All right, I would pick Palantir at the 20 DMA or a little bit above it and hold it overnight for the AI news tomorrow, looking for a retest of 16.15. And who knows, it might even break if people get real excited about that. We missed Talk. Talk I've always liked for the long term. I still have a position in my retirement account in Talk, but we haven't talked about Talk in a long, long time. So I love the fundamentals here. They're flipping the profitability. Now the chart looks great. We missed the news release 8 a.m. yesterday morning. My apologies, I didn't see that. But it was an AI news release saying proprietary AI algorithm alerts therapists to suicide risk in patients utilizing the Talk. Pretty cool. 32,000 members, and like giving you an early warning of someone who might be at risk of committing suicide. That's very, very cool. So that's why the stock was up 15% yesterday. I'm not sure I'd chase it here. I already own it, like I said. So, but worth, looking at it again. We should have looked at it yesterday. So we're a day late. Okay. So now it's on our radar again. And if it pulls back, maybe a chance to get in. But for me, I'm just sticking tight with my long-term shares. I'm looking for over $2. What was the resistance here? Yeah. 192, 194. Yeah. I'm looking for a retest of 192, 194. The key was really here. When would this explode? We talked about Q4, Q1. So towards the end of this year, first quarter next year, because that's when they forecasted the flip to profitability. So once those quarters print, I think it's the Q1 quarter that's going to be the big flip to profitability. But by Q4, when they report Q4, I think they're going to be able to give really good guidance on the magnitude of that profitability. Can they do a Q3 report? Maybe. So, sometime early next year, this could be a $3, $4 stock. So that's why I'm keeping this in my retirement account. Okay. And that's it. Okay. Yatra story hasn't changed. Okay. There is one more catalyst I got to talk about. So Yatra, I'm sticking with this. I've heard like some possible explanations of why the stock didn't take off yesterday, but I'm not buying it. I think any kind of skepticism that there is, we'll know by this Friday, I believe. Okay, we'll know by this Friday is the first day the IPO opens, not to the public, but to the institutions. So Friday it opens to the institutions, and that closes Wednesday. India's like 12 hours ahead of us or something like that. So by the time we wake up Friday morning, we're going to have hopefully an indicator of interest. And that indicator of interest, I'm not sure how that's reported, if it's a quantitative thing, is it how much it's oversubscribed by, or will the pricing range be updated? I think that's when either the bulls are proven right or the bears are proven right, and maybe that's when we start getting much bigger movements on Yatra. So holding it's the largest position right now, to tell you the truth, Yatra. Okay, so I'm comfortable holding that. We bought more on the $3.10 pricing. Initial midpoint of the pricing is around $3.10 for Yatra. So you're buying it cheaper than the institutions at $2.51. Crazy, right? All right, Wallbox had a little bit of news, but I didn't get this because historically it's not. It's big. It looks like big news. The partnership they're selling it at Best Buy all over the country, but it's just like this business. Wall Street believes this business model is broken. That's it. They believe the business model is broken. They sell every pop. So like, yeah, I could get like a pop, but it's not like safe. Okay, we're just gonna leave that at that. Okay. So, all right, and then we're continuing to monitor all these other stocks on our list: PSQ, Geo, SMSI trying to bounce off the 50 DMA, LAP. We reduced yesterday at $1.45. I'm hearing chatter that Rivada does not have the funding in place yet. Okay, I'm hearing chatter about that, so be careful about LAP. All right, that chatter might be wrong, but it's through the grapevine and sources I kind of trust. So, okay. So in any case, be careful with that. And that's it. Let's just see if there's any news we missed since GoodRx. All right, let's look at GoodRx in a second. Genie Sports strikes partnership with Snap to power immersive. Oh, wow, that's a big one. Genie. GoodRx and Medicaid announced a program to ensure seamless access to affordable prescriptions. That Genie one's probably up. Okay, Genie. Oh, and it's been down. Oh, I like Genie because it was down the last couple of days. Let's look at this news release a little closer. Genius Sports has struck a new relationship with Snap to power augmented reality fan experiences via Snapchat lenses. That's pretty cool, man. Man, I like Genie for today. 611 by 617. Even 617 is still kind of cheap here after it's been down so much. Is there a news release while it was down yesterday? I don't see one. It was just to sell the news on DraftKings. Must have sold off after the football season opened. Is that what it is? Was the whole sector down last couple days? Yeah, I think it was just. I'd like Genie here. I'm moving Genie up. All right, let's move Genie up on the watch list on that Snapchat news. So let's do that here. Thank you for your patience. Genie, move that up. This might make the top 5 on that news release. And we'll look at the GoodRx in a second. Okay, now Mobileye, going to keep that first. Sure, we're going to keep that third. I like this actually. I like this order. So we got Mobileye first. We got Genie second. We got Assure third at the right price, like 1141 or something like that. We have SGML on pullbacks. I'm shorting AAL as a hedge with that bad earnings guide. And let's just quickly look at and Medicaid announced program to ensure seamless access. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't seem exciting to me. Maybe someone who knows GoodRx better finds that to be exciting. New savings solution, blah, 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 blah. Didn't they have really bad news recently? I forgot what it was. But yeah, you see, that's why it was down so much. I did have some. All right, I'm not moved by this press release. Okay. Might go up, might be wrong. I don't know this intimately, but that press release doesn't speak to me. So let's just see if there's anything else we're missing here. Oracle got a bunch of downgrades. IBM brings Watson AI to ESPN Fantasy Football. ESPN Fantasy Football. With new waiver grades and trade grades. IBM and Intel. Man, these are sleeper plays that have been outperforming a lot of the other big caps in the last couple months. Okay. So let's leave it at that. Mobileye number 1, Genie number 2. Do I have targets on Genie? Let's look at targets on Genie. 630 initial target, maybe. Well, you got a little resistance here at 622 actually, and then 627-ish, 628. So 622, 628, and then the 20 DMA at 637. That's the low-hanging fruit. All right. If it breaks the 20 DMA, we'll see. We can always upgrade it then. And that's it. Hope this helps, guys. And talk, let's see, with talk and Palantir. This is good. I like this order. So we're watching Palantir for pullbacks. We're watching talk maybe for a pullback, or maybe to add here if you want it for the long term. I don't want to chase this as a trade at 175, but for the long term, if you forgot about it, it's a good, good reminder with that press release yesterday that this might be a good long-term pick. That's talk. And then Yatra we're watching. I like this. I like it. Mobileye Genie, a short pullbacks on SGML, and then short AAL, pullbacks on Palantir. Talk. Good. We're good. All right. Hopefully this works out. Man, I know we haven't had Chris on for a couple weeks. Tuttle Trades. We usually do that on Wednesdays. So I'm going to check with him if he's available today. And then we may do that. All right. Take care. Stay tuned. Watch your notifications on the app.